In some parts of the country, it's starting to get a little bit cooler in the mornings. And just about everywhere, we see school buses rolling along, and leaves will be on the ground at some point in the near future. And what this does is it ignites or reawakens a part of our DNA for education, for being taught. We don't just go to school from K to 12 or into our college years. We go to school for our entire life. I know when I see school buses rolling and kids at the school bus stops, I begin to realize that summer is over and it's time to begin to bear down and learn some new things. And one of the things I'd like to share with you is when you sit down and you decide what parts of your life do you want to change, some may call that goal setting, new plans, new disciplines. There's a great device that you can use that will ignite this, put it on superpower, and really motivate you to see the things that are really most important to work on. Not just the things you picked up because you were watching a video or because you were listening to a motivational speaker, but really the things that are most important to you personally. And here's what I suggest. This has been used by people throughout the ages. I've used this tool myself before. I've done this many, many times, and it's really effective, and it's this. Look at each area of a life and say, what if I were to be replaced in this role by somebody new? What if that happened tomorrow? What would be the first thing that they would do, other than probably cleaning off my desk, that I would say, man, I wish I had done that. They were right. I've gone through this in my career at Shamrock, and at times I've looked back and discovered that it was something as simple as, I know what they would do. They would eliminate anybody here that wasn't a core value fit. They would trim the fat, not the fat just to cut the budget, but the wrong people off the bus. And that, by realizing that, I said, do I want some fictitious person to replace me to motivate me to do that, or am I going to do it? Other things, my role as a husband, my role as a father, my role as a friend, my role as a person in the church community. What would I regret if I were replaced? When you think about this in your relationships, it's pretty scary. Like, what if somebody came in and was a new spouse to my wife? I'd be horrified by that thought, but what would the first thing they would do? Well, it might be that they began to acknowledge the things that she was gifted in. Truly look across the table and say, hey, you know what? You're really good at managing the money in this family and making sure that our bills are paid on time and that we have enough money for a rainy day, and I appreciate that. That's probably what my replacement would do. Am I doing that? Think about it from any standpoint, from people that you know, people around you, but also sometimes replace yourself with yourself and say, if there was a better version of me, what would I be doing? Well, I'd eat my vegetables, or I'd cut this out, or I'd add that, or I'd get more sleep. And begin to build your plans and build your goals based on the replacement theory. And again, you can do this in so many different areas. Next week, I'm going to speak about another way that you can approach goal setting and disciplines to put your goals or your plans on hyperfuel. I look forward to covering that with you next week. Thanks for listening to this video. Put some comments in the comment section about what you have experienced and when you've gone to think about, what if I was replaced in this role versus that role? What would it look like? That'd be a pretty cool exercise to have. Thanks, everybody.